Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here. As it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on our home team. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys flew across the country for this one. Always tough to play in the early slate of games when making that trek. Charles Davis, happy to have you along wherever you may be. We are underway here on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Now a handoff up the middle. Meadows. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
They put a lot of effort into game planning and establishing this ground game last week, and the reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
And that nearly intercepted on his very first throw of the game. Fortunate there, it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go. Meadows. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
39-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and
on 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They'll try the left side. Meadows. Room here to run. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Another Orlando first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 44 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
At the 1-yard line.
Second and 4. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents. We got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down, 49ers.
Purdy off the play fake. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. You know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Here's Gaddis. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. That's complete. It's Jalen Noel. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
A 10-yard gain, but it's 4th down.
They'll run with Davis. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, it's an exciting time here in Central Florida for sure. Orlando's such a growing city, and now it's got a relocated NFL franchise to call home. And I know one group of people who are thrilled. That's the man. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all. And that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And they'll take over here following the interception with a chance to tie the ball game. It's 1st and 10. A first down carry for Davis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain. His guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Purdy. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. so the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Purdy from the gun. And it's caught. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. The 49ers are going to turn over the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. The hitter here is complete. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
After 7-0, Audier Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Here's Purdy. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Now he's looking just to add to his totals. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Meadows. Oh, he bowls over it. Fighting through, and he's got space. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point attempt to come here. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The 49ers offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Ball at the 26, second and 7. Purdy. They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. And he will find his man on the outside. Here now, second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
throwing here, Purdy. Got a man and he hits him in stride. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a second and 8. And Jones has it over the middle. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
49ers first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Purdy looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Ramos. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Purdy now to throw. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. Looking to throw. Purdy. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Now a play fake here on first down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff up the middle, and it's a fumble.
free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks them up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's got some space here. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
The 16-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Meadows. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 7
and running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to...
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jordan Burch in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I know Corey won't smoke into Bandit Lair. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
It's a gain of 20. And the 49er first down. It's a gain of 20.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
That's to the sideline and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Shotgun now with Purdy. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
10 yards to go.
They'll look to throw again.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time. We'll see how they play this.
6 yards.
So these two teams off to their locker rooms for intermission, and that means we go to Orlando. Here's Scott Hanson with our
trip
report.
around the
Scott?
NFL starts now with a good matchup in the AFC. Okay, Brandon, thank you. Week 1 was full of surprises, full of intrigue, and a lot of firsts for the young players. What will Week 2 bring? Let's dive in. And it's Jonathan Brooks. The team got into the red zone, he gets into the end zone. A 10-yard touchdown run. This one's at halftime, and it's the Patriots trying to bounce back from a Week 1 loss. They lead at the half. From there, let's go to Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Check in on the Titans. They're playing host to the New Orleans Saints. And this is Cam Ward. One of his 2 touchdown passes here in the first half. One more to show you. Let's go to Philadelphia. It's the Eagles hosting the New York Giants. And this is the Giants quarterback. He connects here on a 36-yard touchdown. The Giants with the lead at the half in a battle of 1-0 teams. We'll give you a look now at the remainder of the games in progress in the early window and what's still to come here in Week 2 of the National Football League regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
(17-3) the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 30. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And they will take over first and 10. Now this offense ready to head back out there. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 128 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On play action, they'll throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
And he gets it down to the 32. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
They're going to look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On first down, Meadows. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the Niners' 19-yard line.
Looking to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Visitors 3.
Set set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw again on second down. Purdy. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Number 14. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, Purdy. That's over the middle into the hands of Noel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 15. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
And in Orlando, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now back to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
3rd down and 13.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20-yard line.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now Purdy. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
10 yards on the pickup.
On the handoff, it's Gaddis. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Well, an unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds his man. Complete. That's Logan.
Complete to number 21. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back live to Orlando. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. He'll try to pick it up himself.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
There we go on 4th down. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
They'll run on 1st down. Meadows. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's now 3rd and
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
a gain of 7. It's 4th down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Purdy.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. They find some open field here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll run with Gaddis.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, 49ers.
Here's Purdy.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Throwing here, Purdy. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
A 4-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He'll try to do it himself. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they have now gone for it on 4th 4 times, and they have converted no times.
I know we talk about analytics and how it's entered into the game, and there's a good percentage that says go for it, you will actually make a good percentage. In this case, the analytics just went right out the window. 0 for 4. They've got to start looking at things in a different way.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
Back to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. $51 yards on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The Niners offense and Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the 49er 1st down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw, Purdy. And that is incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
21 yards. And the 49er 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Purdy now to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Purdy looking to throw. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Purdy from the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 16-yard line.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up
Shotgun now with Purdy. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
first and goal at the 6-yard line.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jalen Noel, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Niners are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Nifty move. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Orlando takes back over on offense. Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game